Hey everyone, Tales from the Longbox is basically I bought a long box of comics and I've been going through them, reading them. It's a lot of comics I missed for various reasons. Some of it budgetary, some of it just, you know, when you collect and you get gaps. And as I'm reading through, I'm really enjoying it. And I went looking on YouTube and never saw anybody going over comics like this. I see people buying older comics and they go, "Oh, look, this is what I bought." And I see people going, "Oh, I've got key issues. Oh, I've got this." I never saw anybody going into the comics. And, I see reviews of modern comics. It's not as technical as a review. It's just more like, let's look it over, look at the basic idea of the comic, and then after that, we'll talk about if I like it, if I don't like it, why I like it, why I don't like it, and that's it. So sit back, enjoy, have fun. I hope you like this series. I plan to do it every week here on the channel. So sit back and enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to Infinite Realms. Today I'm going to start a new feature, Tales from the Longbox. Basically I got a collection and I'm looking through it and finding some interesting stuff. And to begin, I would like to do one of my favorite series of all time, Marvel 2-in-1. It's always a fun series. Anyway, we start off with art. And let me see here. Get a good view of the credits here. That way you can see. We have Ben captured by the Mad Thinker, and he believes that Daredevil has precognitive powers. So he wants Daredevil to help him basically rule the world. And Daredevil's like, I don't have him. And then he he plays along with the Thinker to placate to him. And this kid gets involved, who, spoiler alert, is a precog. It's kind of funny at the end, though. At essence, the Thing gets out. He faces not the Vision. This is not the Vision. This is a robot that looks like the Vision. And the Thinker wants to take over the world as usual. Mustache twirling. So at the bottom here, the Thinker hypnotizes Mr. Grimm. And we go on to where Daredevil and Thing go to Avengers Mansion, where the Vision is watching hockey. Because, back in the 70s, the Vision would do funny things like that, like watch hockey. And of course, they come in, knock out Yellow Jacket, and then a fight between the Thing, Daredevil, and Ben Grimm ensues. The Vision gets blasted by a beam that the Thinker came up with to trap him. They get out a big old box over here, trap him inside, and it looks like, yeah, oh well, the bad guy's gonna win because he's hypnotized the Thing and is convinced Daredevil to work for him. So then we have Daredevil decides to stand up, and what? He shrinks. It turns out to be Yellow Jacket the whole time. And Daredevil was hiding in the box. Clever. Of course, you gotta love these old ads, right? And I'm not gonna cover every little panel on this thing, but I'm gonna cover the big chunks. Yellow Jacket gets a hold of the Mad Tinker's hypno glasses and gets Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, out of it. And then they fight an army of Visions, but they don't have the phasing powers or anything, so it's not really that big of a fight. They, the team of Vision, Yellow Jacket, and Thing really, they just mow right through them. And then the Thinker finds out that The kid, who is only referred to as the youth, which I thought was funny, was a precog the whole time, and that he had the power of the world in his hands, and then somehow, that's less than, Ben losing $20 on a hockey game. Another part, I did gloss over this. The kid says "Sweet Christmas." Fun. So, overall, I mean, this comic was exactly that. It was fun. Comics don't have to be anything but fun, and this was fun. I mean, there's some logic that goes out the window, especially Ben Grimm being hypnotized and, stuff like that. And when did, Daredevil and Yellow Jacket switch places? But at the same time, it was just fun to read and fun to enjoy. You got to leave some suspension of belief at the door, but it works on a lot of levels. And I'm really glad I got this in my collection. I've always been a huge fan of Marvel 2-in-1. It's one of my favorite books of all time, of any run of anything. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to have this in my collection. And I was happy to read it because I just think these books have a lot going for them. And, I've always been a big fan of the corner picture here. And, I just love it when the Thing is on it. And then, it just seems to take on a bigger persona. There's a few really good books in here that I want to cover. But this covers a lot of ground. If on a rating, I give it a 8 out of 10 or 4 stars. Really good book, fun read. I mean, and it's a self-contained story. I think this might have carried over from the last issue. But even if it did, there was enough information right at the beginning that you knew exactly what was happening. It wasn't like, it was super complicated and you couldn't keep up. But fun. I mean, that's the whole point. It's fun. So, yeah, that'll wrap up this version of Tales from the Longbox. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Infinite Realms.